Creep.
Coffee's doing the trick. Yeah, it's a little later creep than normal. Usually I'm up and at 'em. I just couldn't get going today. In fact, this is the first cup I've had, and it's like 1:30. Crazy. All right, just getting here to Gleason, 181st, and I actually just pronounced it wrong. It's actually pronounced Glisten. For years I thought it was Gleason, but it's actually Glisten. And we're heading down to which is now a pizza place. I think it's called Nick's, right down there on the left. The second location, only location in Oregon, Bob's Big Boy Burgers. We'll go get a closer look. All right, as stated, we are standing right here on 181st in Northeast Oregon Street, which is now Nick's Pizza, and I do apologize, this street is very busy and loud. But this used to be the second location to Bob's Big Boys Hamburgers, the first location located on 82nd and Raymond, Southeast Portland. And years later, with the business really taking off, like I stated, originally from California, which I'll talk about more. We're gonna go take a look at the building, and I'll tell you more about Bob's Big Boy, see if we can find any remnants. Never went to this one, always went to the one on 82nd. All right, just crossed over here. Super dangerous to get across, but I absolutely love the looks of this place. And back in the day, when Bob's Big Boy was very first being constructed in California, there was a pair of architects that they hired to design and create most of the buildings, so they kind of stood out. And this one really hasn't changed much. I think the other one turned into an Elmer's or a Denny's of some sort, but yeah, still the same looks of the place all these years later. Cruise around the opposite side. I'm guessing you can kind of see some of the relics here. I'm guessing this piece here, kind of the stanchion there with the Bob's Big Boy, you would have seen him kind of, you know, holding the iconic burger above his head. Most of them had the statues out front, which made him so, you know, famous for all these years. People still collecting the Bob's Big Boy statue. We're gonna cruise around back here, kind of just check out the building. I might actually pop in just for a second and see if they might have any relics of when this was Bob's Big Boy. It's kind of cool to see that the building's still here. And I did find some old pictures, which I will do my best to kind of insert. I want to just do like a full circle of the building. Find a good place to lock up the Creeper Cruiser up front here and go inside. But yeah, I've got very unique windows and architectural design to the building, which kind of made Bob's Big Boy famous. Not only the mascot, but the architect and layout of the building itself. Probably just park the Creeper Cruiser right up front here and go in for a second. Pretty cool to see that the building still stands all these years later. And the first location was actually located on 82nd and Raymond over in Southeast Portland. So this was kind of the second design to the buildings, but those architects basically knocked it out of the park, making all the Bob's Big Boys really famous for not only the mascot, but the architectural designs of all the buildings. So pretty dang cool. And the nice people here were very nice about letting me kind of get some video. And yeah, I wasn't quite sure. I think that little stanchion area out front, you would have been able to kind of look out and, you know, the classic mascot holding the big burger. I think you would have been able to see it. I know the one on 82nd was very prevalent when you would like roll down 82nd. It was located right there by the organ grinder.
And in 1958, Bob's Big Boy Restaurants hired the architectural firm Armit & Davis, who would be later on noted for its contributions to the Googie style architect. Yeah, the firm was hired in 1958 to produce the stock plans for Bob's and various Bob's franchises nationwide.
All right, that was cool actually being right inside the old location there. And the people that were working were super nice. She was like, sure, come on in. I was like, I always like to ask permission first just for good measure. But I'm pretty sure, just like in most of the locations, you would have seen the Bob's Big Boy pretty much like over here on this side. I think that's where that this little like kind of break in the concrete is. You would have seen him out standing out here with the big hamburger. I'll see if I can find some pictures of at least one of the mascots and kind of give you guys an example of where that stood. But I think it's like right here. In fact, the one on 82nd, you would have kind of seen the old relics of where it was kind of stanchioned in here to the ground. But there you have it. Now in Nick's Pizza, I think it was actually called Tom's Pizza for a while, but the old Bob's Big Boy. Now I need me a hamburger. You see him standing out here with his big hamburger. What I could do too is I could insert me like this, and then I'll just go ahead and put, let's get up here a little bit farther so you guys can see the building. What I'll do is I'll insert me like this, and then I'll insert a picture of the Bob's Big Boy, kind of like right here.
Bob's Big Boy makes great hamburgers and lots of good things to eat. It's fun, it's friends, it's laughs, it's time to have yourself a treat. And the place to go is Bob's, you know, you can have lots of fun. 'Cause Bob's loves kids and kids love Bob, just ask anyone.
That's going to do it for today. If you guys are new here, make sure you hit that red subscribe button. That'll dial you into being a creeper today. You can also ring that bell. That way when I creep, you guys will be the first to creep. And if you did enjoy this, give it a thumbs up. Till next time, creeper out for now. Peace.